Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 153 of the Red Force podcast. My name is Eric Delano, joined me today, Christian Delano.
What's going on, boys?
Now, Christian, you were the one telling me not to laugh, and you
Well,
broke immediately.
Well, it's fucking...
Alright, so...
Is the fucking program...
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working, alright. It's working.
Now, what made you evolve into 2D?
Well, I'm 2D now, alright? I've evolved into the next level, and I'm 2D now.
This is how the show is going to be from now on.
Yeah, this is how the show is going to be from now on, boys. Alright,
People thought
Anyway.
that, we look similar, so we thought we'd change it up.
yeah.
I think people know who did the which is which now.
Yeah.
So to all the this is how it's gonna be.
See, the plan was to not address it at all.
And then you
Okay.
immediately break.
Bruh. Alright, it's too good. It's too good. It's too good.
Alright. With that out of the way,
Yeah.
we're here in another episode, which is a good chapter, great chapter.
Straight flames, alright?
Straight flames.
Say? Straight flames.
Sure.
Alright? Now, Eric,
Yes.
as usual,
On Twitter,
getting heated on Twitter.
it's just annoying that people say to me that Enma is not a power up.
It's not, apparently.
What are your thoughts?
It is a power-up, and it's obviously a power-up, alright? Obviously, it's a power-up.
The argument that it's trading weights. Yeah, all right, but Oda gave Zoro Enma to trade with it. Not to mention the countless, endless dialogue of people talking up the sword. And people tell me Shishu is a better weapon.
No.
That if Zoro got Shishui back, he'd be even more powerful.
Even more powerful.
Now, if you want to go down the argument of Enma is trading weights for Zoro, he has to master it to increase his haki. That's fine.
Yeah.
Still a power up. Stop trying to... Some people say Enma nerfs Zoro. And he's weaker.
It's crazy.
He traded for it with a weak. He's able to use it because of his strength, but also Wano Ichimonji. Say Blacksmith.
Yeah.
Alright? People, we love Zoro on this channel. Everyone loves Zoro. Alright? We love Zoro.
Everyone loves Zoro.
But you're making me hate him.
That's true.
With all this nonsense.
That's true.
The hype master, who can forget now if we had the soundboard?
I'll play the Zoro sound, but we don't.
You spent
we have new technology.
You spent all your time this week doing this.
We have so much new technology
Yeah.
that it turned me 2D. Alright? Now what do you think about that? Have we hit the new level of technology?
It's a meme.
We've hit the new level of technology.
Now, I want my soundboard back. Now, people say it's
We'll
not
get
the
it
same
back.
as a raid suit. Correct. No one argues that Sanji got a power up. That's a given. We all know that.
I think you have to do the Zoro Tard math. Alright?
We-
This is the Zoro Tard math.
It's
alright?
You know what it is? It's sad. It's insecure on the Zoro fanboy side of it, right?
Alright.
We know Zoro's stronger. That's not a debate. We know Zoro is better. You don't have to pretend like Zoro didn't get a power up. We know Zoro's good.
Yeah.
We know Zoro's better than Sanji. You
But
look so sad.
you gotta get into the mindset of a Zoro fan, alright? They have to go Sanji or Lanji, right, had to get a power up
to compete with Zoro.
to compete with Zoro.
But Zoro got a power up as well.
But no, Zoro in fact got a downgrade. That's why Sanji with a power up is the same power level as Zoro with a downgrade.
Alright, then we get into the debate about, it's not a special sword, it's a shit sword. Name me another item in One Piece that magically shoots all your haki out of your body and you have to tame it.
Yeah, it's
Similar to the curse sword, as we
Alright.
remember. He's taming the sword when he
right.
flips it up or whatever. Is it that part? Is it a curse? Don't know.
yeah,
But it's a magic weapon.
that's true.
It's not just a piece of metal that... Or people telling me, Zoro doesn't matter. It's all him.
That's true. Alright? Now,
Anyway.
rest of the episode.
Yes.
We got the chapter called Flames, alright? We got topic of the show. What Kaido is doing means for the story, right? Heaps of story implications. Heaps of implications. We got Hasruka Shanks, of course, alright? We got Thunderdome, a spicy matchup,
Okay.
and we got questions, alright? Now, let's get into the chapter.
Now.
Oh, I'm back.
We're back. You might want what are we doing? The camera's fucked.
I'm 3D now, boys.
He transformed.
That's
back
crazy.
into his original form.
I'm back.
We're in the chapter.
There's shit everywhere. Alright. Chapter 999. Flames. Alright. Now, why didn't Oda call it straight flames? Right.
Straight gas.
Straight gas. Smoke. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Now. Chapter starts off with something interesting. Alright.
Yeah.
And that's a cover page with Sanji on it. Alright.
Okay.
And that's Sanji on
More requests.
the cover page. More requests. He's doing his hard eyes, foreshadowing for the chapter. All right,
Perhaps.
foreshadowing for the chapter. All right. First thing we see, we continue on straight on from last week.
Yeah.
Sanji hears a woman in distress.
Shout out to JD.
White Knight Sanji.
Shout out to JD. It was his worst nightmare came true.
Yeah. All right. Worst nightmare coming
Yes.
true. Sanji running. Has good intentions. He's gonna save
The woman.
the woman for being the ultimate of sexual harassment or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck he's talking about.
Some Japanese
Whatever
thing.
Sanji's talking
Yeah.
about, you know. He busts in. Falls instantly into a trap. Now, if I had a soundboard, I'd play the Kirby, you know. And why do we have to live just to suffer? All that kind of shit.
Yeah.
All right.
But instead,
He gets memed. We all saw this coming.
it's classic Sanji.
Classic Sanji. What happened to Ivankov been here?
It was always Black Maria. Now, you know, whatever. Sanji gags this whole section.
Gets caught by Black Maria.
Not much interesting, but he is captured by Black Mirror, therefore someone must save him.
Will it be Robin? Robin's not doing anything.
They have to climb how many levels? 3 levels?
She could fly.
Does Law save him?
Law, he's in the basement. Alright?
Law can teleport, alright? Anyway, Robin might save him, but
Right.
is this going to be a whole thing where she's beating him for information, he's getting fucked up?
Yeah.
Somewhat of a spider motif, perhaps.
Spider Devil Fruit, what do you reckon? Or is it a gifter?
Well, one of them's
Spider.
the dude, the weird guy with the black teeth.
Kind of looks spiderish.
Maybe Spider's smile or
Smile,
something.
yeah. Maybe. But Black Maria's here.
So we're in this situation again, delaying Sanji. What fight will he have? Who knows?
Who knows? Will Sanji ever...
Will it be a
Get a
complete throwback to
Now,
Khalifa? Well, Nami gets involved.
if Sanji had the raid suit on, this would have done no damage. But he's bloodied.
Bloodied by gifters, but
So was Zoro.
untouched.
So was Zoro.
Yeah,
Alright?
untouched by King with raid suit.
That's
on.
true.
Would you like to do the math on that?
That's a massive buff.
Would you like to do the math?
That's insanity.
Insanity.
Alright? Insanity defense buff with his raid suit. Alright? Now. Sanji being Sanji. We're here. It is what it is.
Black Maria will be involved in the fight. People speculating that she won't.
Why, like Sanji takes Windsor over?
No, like somehow Black Maria is not like if doesn't get a fight where she like stays out of it or something.
Yeah.
But seems like she'll be in a fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. What do you want to say about this section, Christian? Standard. We also are coming. Do you think it's disappointing?
The Sanji slander continues for good reason. Alright?
Yes.
We're trying to get things done in this war, try to take out Kaido, and then Sanji runs off. It's standard. It's Sanji's character. He's done this once before in this arc, first time.
It's not like he's like, oh, this is pretty late, let me look. He's trying to save someone, which is better, but...
Sure.
You know. Jinbei's like, where'd he go? He looked enraged.
Where's Jim? Where's this man? Where's Sanji? Right? He's gone. It'll lead to something important, and then Sanji ends up saving the day.
Does it lead to a breakthrough? No. For Sanji. Highly doubtable.
Well, the gag ends with him saying, you know, he loves Black Maria.
Yeah.
So...
Will he somehow break out of the trap? I doubt.
Does he go Hell's Memories and burn the web? What does he do?
Who knows?
Well, We might see some Sanji character stuff here.
Legitimate question: does he overcome his chivalrous nature? I doubt it. Highly doubt it.
I doubt it.
People speculating. I don't think it's ever gonna happen. To be fair,
It would be crazy if it happens. Absolute insanity.
Massive.
Crazy.
For Sanji.
Crazy. And this would have led to something which would have been good.
Now, able to hear a beautiful song or a woman being harassed, but unable to hear Nami crying.
Disappointing, Oda.
Pick and choose, Oda.
Disappointing.
That's a pick and choose move.
Sure. Alright, now. I guess we're like...
Because, he was able to heal Tashigi from how
gags?
far... Yeah, I know. But
is it a gag? Is it not a gag?
Yeah, that's always the question.
Yeah.
He was able to heal Tashigi from how far away? The entire facility?
Yeah.
So,
Now, what if it turns out that Black Maria isn't a woman and is indeed a man? Somehow.
What?
Somehow.
Some doll for it.
Some bullshit.
Maybe.
So we can find her. Alright? Let's not forget that option.
It's a bit of a weird message from Oda.
But...
Fooled by Kiku. So...
Sure, but... Here's the issue, right? Here's the issue.
Give me the issue.
If Sanji comes out of this looking good, what does that say about Oda? Sanji gets rewarded for abandoning Luffy and doing a gag. Like, doing his own thing.
Well, unless he grows as a character and be like, no, I have to do this for my crew. But
sure, but if he doesn't grow and this leads to something positive, it's like rewarding Sanji for being...
But Christian, Luffy accepts Sanji for who he is. Must the fans.
But he gets kicked in the head. Oda picks and chooses with this shit. Look at Khalifa. Obviously, Oda punishes Sanji for his character flaw.
Yes. And he got punished again this week.
But if Oda rewards the character flaw, it's no longer a character flaw, and Oda thinks it's a positive to his character.
Right.
So...
yeah. So he will get fucked up and left for...
someone has to save him.
Who's it going to be? You actually Robin, Nami? Does it have to be one of them? Maybe Usopp and Nami run up the stairs.
And they fight Black Maria now.
Yeah, Black Maria, Ulti, and page 1. I don't know. Maybe Yamato runs into it.
Yamato, maybe.
I don't know.
Someone has to save Sanji.
They can't get off the island now.
Maybe Zoro saves Sanji, somehow.
Zoro looks like he's going to fight Queen Goose.
He cuts the whole Onigashima to cut Sanji free. Alright? You forgot about that option.
Who's Sanji It has to be Nami.
Or Robin.
It has to be Nami. Or Robin.
It has to be one of them. Or... I don't know. Who? An ally?
Sanji would still get salty if, Usopp fought. Fucking...
I don't know that Sanji gets salty if other people fight women. Because Nami was... You didn't necessarily hate...
Did you notice that Nami and Usopp don't have blood on their faces anymore this week, by the way?
Yeah, there's some poor scratches and shit.
They're fine.
Alright. So... I don't think Sanji...
enough about Sanji. Yeah. We're not mad about it.
Right,
it's just how it is.
Just that Zoro got so much sauce this week.
It's the dichotomy that the Sanji fans face week on week. Zoro gets the sauce, Sanji gets nothing.
Yeah.
And then when Sanji gets the sauce, they go insane.
That's true. Alright, now moving on to Big Mom flying up into the roof. We're back in the dome area with the ice OD situation, alright? Big Mom flies into the roof. Zoro notices something falling from the roof.
Yes.
What is this? Zoro gets mad. He takes in the battlefield. He looks around. He sees people ice OD. He sees screaming. He sees crying.
Like,
he sees Apoo running around. He's like, I've had enough of this bullshit. Alright? Zoro.
Silhouette man.
Go Silhouette.
Doesn't even do what it doesn't
even talk. Doesn't even talk.
He's mad.
He's done. He does... what is it?
Looks like a line song.
Does a line song. One shot's Apoo. Goodbye, Apoo.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. We get the antidote. Now...
What do you want to say about Apoo?
To be fair.
He was fighting Drake.
He was being distracted by Drake in a full-on frontal force attacks.
Yes.
So he had his hands busy. Zoro comes in there with the sneak attack, also known as the off-guard attack.
Yes.
Also known as Apoo got snuck.
Okay.
Right? And Zoro one-shots Apoo. And we all know...
But there's no Apoo stands out there, so Zoro gets away with it.
Sure. But we all know that in a duel with swords, the one-shot is how you always win. Basically, Kaku got one shot, Mr. One got one shot, everyone gets one shot by short swords. This is how it is. Except for Kaido. We all know how that goes.
Okay.
Right? So, the one shot is the standard combat for swordsmen.
Sure.
Right? Now, we got the antidote. It gives it to Chopper. Can you do it? Can you get it done?
Don't let him. Don't let him get cold. Heat him up. Marco appears. Oh, what's up?
Marco appears. What do you need me to do? But first, Zoro. Well, Queen's gonna attack Chopper
With some more shit.
With some more
Stupid
bullets.
raccoon. Chopper does his speech about being a doctor. Is gonna heal everyone.
Zoro throws an air slash, cuts the weapon, cuts the Gatling gun.
Yeah.
All right. Queen's like Nani, you know.
Yeah. Classic Queen bit.
Yeah. And then, what happens next? Then Zoro's like, I'm not here to play no games. This is some bullshit. I'm here to take out the world's strongest pirate, Kaido.
Slice him up.
I'm here to slice him up. All right, now. 2 statements here that people go crazy about. 2 statements here. One, that Zoro saying...
He says he's a tough pirate. I don't think he says he's the world's strongest pirate in the official, alright?
Tough pirate, alright?
Let me look
But
this
people
up.
out there on Twitter go crazy, alright? See, Kaido's the strongest pirate.
Still opinions.
Bullshit, alright? It's all opinions. Notice the qualifier.
I hear.
Bullshit, alright?
What do you want to say about...
Also, Zoro be like, I'm gonna slice up Kaido. We know that. He's gonna get a hit. He's gonna get a hit. Alright? He's gonna get a hit. And it's gonna be fine. Alright? He's not gonna kill Kaido. We all know this. And that's the way it is.
They say that Kaido is the toughest guy in the world.
And that's a softening. That's a softening, but the intention is there. Now, we all know.
Also, by the way...
Shanks is the God King.
Yes, of course. By the way, fuck the scans this week. And fuck the scans every week. They make Oda's art look poor.
Shit. Muddy.
Get a better scanner.
They have to redraw.
Fuck's sake.
They have to recolor. You know.
Read the official, people.
Read the official, please. Alright. Zoro, making his declaration heard and known. Alright?
He makes a lot of declarations.
ZKK needs to be stopped.
Every week, man.
Right, every week.
Now, Zoro says it's going to be tough either way to get up there. Option 1, Queen. Option 2, King.
We need to defeat both of them so Zoro can get up there. Now.
And that's the quest.
That's the quest. Zoro is going to fight Queen. Marco is going to fight King. And then Zoro gets up there at the end. Alright?
Do you think it's strange for Oda to change the formula up and have Luffy arrive, not last? Or will Luffy arrive and then somehow get stalled by someone while everyone else does their shit?
Well, we didn't mention it this week, but he took a shortcut.
Yes.
With 2 goon gifters. Alright?
Pretending like they're a problem.
Yeah. He took a shortcut. He's ahead of Kid now.
Yes.
He's on the 4th level. We only got 1 more level until he's up there.
And
he's getting up there, chapter 1000.
Is Jack the fucking...
Jack.
Will Jinbei handle Jack? You know, is Jinbei Luffy going to get up there? Cementing
the tag team
the new partnership.
Okay. Now, we'll talk about the end of the chapter, but there is a break. Alright, so we've got plans for that. Yes. Right? Now, last bit of the chapter, Onigashima starts to rumble. Everyone's like, Nani, is this Zoro's Conqueror's Haki?
Oda meme,
Zoro is getting memed by Oda. Being like, Oda's like, I know you the theories
no
about
Conquerors for Zoro.
Zoro getting Conquerors, let's meme it.
Confirmed doesn't have it this week. So all the people saying Zoro's got Conquerors and look at his Haki from his swords. Incorrect.
How many times do we have to say that Black Haki lightning
is not Conquerors?
Is not Conquerors. How many times?
Now, people out there on Twitter are going to be annoyed. That's a given.
We already did this.
That's a given.
We already did this.
People, you need to stop. You have to accept, right, that all these people screaming at you on Twitter are children.
Okay.
Or insane.
Sure.
Or just trolling me.
Okay, yeah.
Which is
that
another
as well.
option.
Alright. Now, Onigashima starts to rumble. Yamato explains the situation. He can't escape the island with Momonosuke. because there is no sea, there is no ships. The island is floating.
Nani.
It appears that dragons can use their flame clouds to fly, and Kaido is using it to lift the island out of the water. Kaido is moving ahead with the new Onigashima project, crushing the Kozuki forever. Right?
And he does it's a weird dialogue at the end where it's like,
Are you satisfied?
Are you satisfied now?
Yeah.
Is he talking to Big Mom? Is he talking to the corpses of the scabbards? Being like, yeah, look at your bullshit. What do you think it is? Scabbards? Big Mom?
I think he's just talking to Scabbards. He's just, doing his villain thing.
Shout out to Hebe giving us $5. Apparently someone was salty. No, she didn't do it last week. Was it Crucial?
All I'm saying is, since she got unbanned from the Discord, the money stopped.
That's interesting.
It's interesting.
So yeah, Kaido, like, what do you want to say about this flame stuff? Or is that a topic of the show?
Topic of the show, that's that. Now, the dragon stuff, people go crazy again. Kaido's a dragon. The dragon race. The dragon race exists. Now, let me ask you this question, Eric. If the dragon race did exist, Yamato would be at least partially dragon.
Sure.
Why can't he fly off with Momonosuke? If indeed part dragon.
And escape the island.
And escape the island. Interesting question. Some people might say, oh, he's carrying Shinobu and Momonosuke, therefore he can't do it. Incorrect. Momonosuke, a child,
Could carry Luffy.
could carry Luffy. So no. Not acceptable, alright? Now, is this Oda being like, I gotta explain the situation?
You always gotta remember the context of Wano. They don't know what the Elf Roots are.
And Yamato, does she believe in the myth of Kaido? Of being a god?
Everyone calls him a dragon anyway, and it doesn't even rule out the fact that he's got a Delph Root. Will Oda ever answer the question? Probably not, just to meme us. I told you.
If we see a hybrid form, we could just say Devil Fruit.
It's amazing, right? Because people want to get the W, they want to say I called it, and they disregard all the problems it creates when you bring in a mythical creature in reality. Is it a problem? Maybe.
Well, it's just a new magic system now. We just added a new magic system with mythical creatures that are real. Alright?
Much like Zoro killing Kaido, massive issues with the story.
Sure. It's not as big as that.
Yeah, it's not quite.
It's weird. It'll be strange. Oda's gonna have to explain it. Where the dragons go. What's the... Some people bring up like the Sulongs have mystical powers. But that's biology.
Now, I was watching
You can explain that with biology.
Roger's anesthetic electricity.
Yeah, sure. It's bullshit anime science.
I
was
watching Roger's review, and he... What was I going to say? He suggested that... I've completely forgotten what I was going to say.
Dragon.
Yeah, he's the guy... He was saying that, like... Wanted is canon? And that Wanted is the past Wano?
It's not officially canon, but it is referenced. He was
suggesting that it is.
It's
and the dragon, the Kaido's a descendant of the dragon and Wanted.
The thing is that the Ryuma story is whispered, is lore within the One Piece world. The exact details of Wanted might not be canon. We don't know if Oda's
and it'd be a strange move for Oda to reference something that isn't in the One Piece canon material.
Well, yeah. But, Ryuma slaying a dragon in the past. There's all kinds of things like that. But, form over the dragon fruit, all that kind of stuff. Alright?
Yes.
But
we're moving quick, Christian. We're 997. We've got 3 chapters. Luffy maybe arrives at 1,000.
Probably he's going to arrive at 1,000. We're on level 4. I can see it happening. Now,
does he ride with Kid? Does he ride solo? It has to be solo.
I think he's going to see the Scabbard's dead. He's going to get angry. He's going to get mad. Alright. Now, there is a break next week. Sad times. Alright, sad times. But what are we doing, Eric?
What are we doing? We're doing calling?
We're doing a pilot of
the
first impressions.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to leave this choice up to you. Berserk or My Hero? The choice is yours. See, Eric loves it already. Eric loves it already.
Now, what are we doing? Are we doing this show but with Berserk?
The first impressions. We're just switching out the chapter for first impressions. For the week break. Alright?
What counts as chapter 0 or the first chapter for Berserk?
The flashback Black Swordsman 0A.
Let's do Berserk.
Alright. Eric is locked in. First impressions
now,
for Berserk.
It's first chapter 0. Don't know much about Berserk, so don't come at me being like, you gotta read 700 chapters to get to the fucking
it's the
character
premise,
development. Go fuck yourself.
The premise is the first impression. So the first chapter. That's it. No context. No bullshit. First chapter. First impression. What we think. That's what it is. Alright?
Yeah.
Tune in next week. I'm sure Eric will be upset about something.
Yes.
Alright? Now, moving on. Right. Chapter ratings.
Gonna give you an 8 out of 10 this week. Maybe a 9, maybe an 8.
It's weird this week because the chapter feels a little off to me. We got the Zoro thing, and then at the end, Oda just throws in.
Not sure why that resolved so quickly.
Yeah, it's a little quick. Apoo gets defeated in a flash of a second. Would I have?
Why was that plotline even brought up?
Stalling, but
for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. But the chapter is good, but it feels a little weird to me. Not enough time given to the raising of Onigashima. Surely that should have been a massive event with massive implications.
It was going for a half a chapter. It was just people didn't know what was going on.
It's like 3 pages.
Yeah.
But Zoro, we love Zoro here.
Good
Zoro,
reveal though.
Sure.
Makes Kaido a little bit more intimidating again. Doesn't really do much for his straight up power utility.
This is probably the biggest destructive capability feat apart from Whitebeard.
Shiki's looking worse and worse.
Shiki just absolute trash. All right.
You know, can he lift up?
But he is lifting multiple isles. He is floating multiple isles. But that's not an active ability. That's just him, his devil fruit.
He does have
floating.
To touch it, doesn't he?
He touches it, then it stays floating. That's weird. All right. Shiki.
He also Kaido's like, I guess we're talking about it, talking the show, but he's kind of chilling out, just doing it. Nothing, no real strenuous ability.
It's like a side ability.
Yeah.
It's like I can also do this.
Shout out to Kaido.
Kaido looking strong, gaining that power back. All right, gaining that strength.
He's
back.
got time to heal.
Sure, he's just sitting there. He's just sitting there, being like, I beat these idiots in 5 seconds when I just pulled out my mace.
As he suspected.
As we accepted. As we wanted to see. Alright. Now, we're moving on to how strong is Shanks? How strong is Shanks? Every week.
Every single week.
Every week. We come to you with a question of how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. But there are people out there who think Kaido's the strongest. Did you see the scabbards? Come on. That's the strongest? No. Alright? There are people out there that think Blackbeard is the strongest. No.
There are people
Whitebeard said, it's not you.
There are people out there who think Shiki is the strongest.
Who? No.
Send Sanji to input down in the chat defending Shiki. Not saying he's the strongest, but I always find it hilarious when he roasts Shiki. The fans come out.
Shiki fucking sucks, right?
Although he did fight Garp and Sengoku for a day.
Some people think Mihawk strongest. Some people think sweatiest man on the planet. Sakazuki-kun, Magma-kun, is the strongest. Alright? There you go. There it is. And worst of them all, there are people there that think Apoo is the strongest. What are we doing? Alright. Now, we bring 100% factual information to the table to prove these people wrong. And this week's evidence is Shanks is so strong that he can lift Onigashima without some bullshit dragon flame devil fruit horseshit. Alright? Shanks would simply will the island to fly. As Shanks has conquered the universe itself.
Of course.
And it dances to his God King will. As we all know. Alright? He bends reality to his will. Alright? Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King.
Correct.
Alright. We're moving on to topic of the show. The Flying Island situation. The Flying Island situation.
Shout out to Roger for his thought. I'm not sure if you had this thought, Christian.
Of what?
Is it possible that, God Valley disappeared? Is it possible that Kaido picked it up and then it is Onigashima? That's a Roger theory from this week. What do you think about that?
Interesting.
It's possible.
It's interesting theory. Marco did say it has a new name. Which is interesting. Alright? That's very interesting. Now, there would have been some invasion event that Odin didn't notice. Interesting.
Floated the island up there.
I find that very strange.
Now, do you think...
I find that very strange.
It's via implication, it seems like Kaido does this at least more than once.
Sure.
So people know what's going on. Black Maria is like how impatient. Seems like it's happened before.
So he's moved Onigashima around. He's moved it around.
Maybe. The ability is known to be able to pick up islands.
So
things.
Was Onigashima not part of Wano originally?
Potentially.
Interesting. I like it. I like that theory. It's a good theory.
It's just his ship.
Onigashima.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Right? There's a flying Skull Island.
It's possible.
I like it. Now, obviously, I feel like this is the new birdcage situation. A time limit for the Luffy to beat Kaido before Kaido drops it on the Flower Capital, killing all the good people that we found out about.
Or Udon.
2 weeks ago.
It blows up all the... I guess they're all partying in the Flower Capital anyway. So yeah, I guess the Flower Capital. It's kind of dumb strategically. You probably want to keep your capital with Onigashima, but...
You Onigashima, alright?
Just slaps it on top.
Slap it on top.
This is how do you move it back?
You just lift it again. What do you mean?
How does Luffy move it back?
How does Luffy move it back? He doesn't. It doesn't.
Do you think what if he just puts it on top of Mount
Fuji?
So the people can see, and then Luffy punches him into the Flower Capital.
I feel like that's weird.
People can see him. Or whatever, not in the Flower Capital, so Luffy can defeat him in front of the people.
Yes, Luffy will defeat Kaido in front of the good Wano people.
People will notice a floating island following them anyway.
Sure, alright? Now...
Unless Monkey D picks up the island and throws it.
Yes.
With his new haki.
This also memes the Big Mom Pirates yet again.
Also.
Alright?
Yeah, so also, third party... How did they get up there?
Exactly. I was also going to bring up that point as well.
Solo fight now.
We've locked it off. We've locked it off. Big Mom Pirates can no longer get up there. Navy can no longer get up there. Well, certain characters can find their way up there.
Fujitora can get up there.
certain characters can find their way up there, but they can't bring everyone up.
It's more difficult.
If Fujitora would arrive, he could bring everyone up, but
or down.
Yeah, but that's the issue. All right, so will the Momonosuke also have this ability, and that's how we move it back?
Well, he can fly, so yeah, he has the ability.
Sure, but will Momonosuke do it within this arc, or is that an ultimate ability?
I think it's. Is it in your mind? Is it a time limit, or is it a let's move the fight to Wano so people can see?
I think it's a time limit. So
and cuts everything else off.
Yeah, so we have tension, stakes for the people.
It's gonna take 3 hours to arrive or whatever.
Yeah, even though okay.
Yeah, whatever the time limit is.
Then people could say Kaido wasn't even using 100% of his power because he was lifting Onigashima.
Now, if Kaido's defeated, does his magic spell get dispelled?
Should do.
And Wano goes back into the sea.
Should do. But Wano was always like that. Now, is this the way Wano gets back into the sea?
Does Kaido put it down?
Momonosuke uses his cloud ability.
Look, sure, but he doesn't even know how to transform.
20-year time manipulation, alright?
Sure.
Will the time for it come into play?
No. It won't.
Will the time for it come into play? Will that happen? Alright? Now, I've been saying for years at this point. Years. That Wano has to be loyal to the ocean to open the borders. It has to be physical. It can't be policy. That's lame. It's not. It's like a abstract concept.
It also has to be explained as to why Wano is that important to the entire world.
And why it was raised in the first place.
Yes.
Right? So there's history, there's lore there.
Is Kaido Uranus?
If that's the explanation of why he's a dragon and he exists...
And he's
Uranus...
Hilarious.
Fine. I'll accept it. Alright? Accepted.
Alright, he's an ancient weapon.
But then, 2 ancient weapons are creatures and one's a ship.
Yeah, it's weird.
Weird. Unless Pluton was always a creature and the ship's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. Does this do anything for... Does this power do anything for you? With Kaido specifically?
It's cool. It makes him, a godly character.
Theory. It shits on the Navy, which I love.
It shits on... yeah. No one in the Navy's doing this shit.
Yeah.
Including Fujitora. Maybe Fujitora.
Maybe Fujitora could do it.
Maybe Fujitora.
He did pick up selective Dressrosa.
Well, this just gives Kaido Shiki's abilities.
Yeah.
Alright?
Better.
Alright? Just gives Kaido Shiki's abilities.
Pretty effortless as well.
Which is crazy. Alright? So, story implications, we are now never leaving Wano. We can't... The Wano escape option is off the table.
But we can still jump into...
Caribou
and fly away with Marco.
No, because we have to stop Kaido dropping Onigashima on Wano.
Yes.
We have to stop it. So we cannot fail. There are stakes to failure now. More than just death of characters, which was never going to happen. There's stakes to the country.
Wano is in peril.
The people of Wano are in peril. The complaints that Luffy...
Physically, not like they will be killed when Kaido's not or whatever.
The complaints that Kaido will not be defeated in front of the Wano people are now quelled and stopped because Luffy will defeat Kaido around Wano. He'll drop him somewhere.
Yes.
He'll fly off. He'll punch Kaido so hard he'll fly off into the main square. And the people will see Kaido defeated.
Blackbeard.
We're talking about Blackbeard now?
He can't take Kaido's Ultra now, can he?
Oh, that's always an option.
I guess he'll die. I guess he'll get defeated and
it's always an option. I never forget that. It's always an option.
Mm-hmm.
So, massive story implications. I really do think this puts the nail in the coffin for us leaving Wano and getting defeated.
You can't really leave.
Because, you can't really leave now because the people of Wano are going to be destroyed.
But Oda could find a way, Christian. That's what they'll say. Yeah,
Fujitora holds it up for a week. Sure.
Anything else? Or was that all you had to say about the Kaido's floating island ability?
That's what I have to say about that.
It's a cool reveal.
It's a very cool reveal. Yeah. Now,
gives a little bit more flavor to Kaido's abilities.
Dragon abilities. Now he can actually do
Big
things.
Mum is up there. Will there be a conversation about the rocks, the plan? Will we actually get the plan revealed?
There's a little downtime for Kaido, so he has to be distracted.
Can we talk to Big Mum?
We need a conversation.
And get some information?
Sure.
Get some, the dynamics going finally?
Just, does the rocks flashback start on chapter 1000?
Also, the agreement is kind of hinted at. It's never really, explained fully what the agreement between Kaido and Big Mum is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, we'll join forces, but, what's the conversation?
Alright, well. Is chapter 1000 the start of the rocks flashback?
No.
We see...
No, it has to be Luffy.
Roger, we see Zebek, we see all of it.
If it's prophesized to be this event...
Yeah.
Which I'm on the fence about.
This chapter 1000 God tier event.
Yeah, but
it's being heavily promoted.
What it makes sense is, Oda talks about it as well. They're all talking about it.
Everyone's
it has to be Luffy doing something with Kaido. Now, will Luffy reopen the sky with his Ryo?
Is that his first move?
Christian, if that happens, I'm gonna be elated.
But Zoro's gonna kill Kaido.
Unlikely, but that puts into focus what I was talking about with JD and Silvers the other day. People forget that, Shutemaru, they were all looking for a great general, a great leader.
Luffy. To
inspire them, again, like Odin did. What did Luffy do in the prison?
Inspired the people.
What did Luffy do when he was knocked out with the Conquerors? And had the goal to fight Kaido? Inspired Shutemaru.
That's right.
Much like Odin.
Yes.
Now, people relating Odin to Zoro because they have swords...
Incorrect.
...is silly.
Alright. Now... we're going to move on.
Yes.
To the Thunderdome. Welcome to the Thunderdome. We have a matchup from Dart. Alright? Fujitora versus Sengoku. He's written us his take. So let's read it.
Let's get that take.
Fujitora has his gravity powers and he has a high efficiency with observation haki. Factual.
Yes.
So meteors out of the sky and can just pick up Sengoku and bash him on the Thunderdome walls. Okay. Okay. But the walls do no damage. Well, don't do extra damage. You get blunt force, whatever.
Yeah. They're not electric.
They're not electric. They're not fucking...
They are just physical.
Physical barriers.
In nature. Unpassable. We've talked about Fujitora before in the Thunderdome. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't think so.
But when we constructed the Thunderdome, the question was, can Fujitora put meteors through it? And the answer was no.
He could use the rubble within the Thunderdome.
But he can't pull things through.
No. Right?
Interesting. A little wrinkle there.
Alright. He can fly around on a rock to dodge Sengoku's attack. Sengoku has power over the mythical zone. So there has to be some type of durability.
Yes.
Also the AoE shockwaves. Let's not forget that. The AoE.
Penetration damage, thoughts.
Of what?
Of the shockwaves.
Of the shock. Is it?
It kind of rings. It's like a
bell.
It kind of rings Blackbeard's face up a little bit.
And
the shockwaves. Unknown haki. You have to give him all the haki.
You have to give him all of them. Conqueror's haki even.
Flame Emerald.
Has it?
Didn't do much. We have to say, didn't do much.
It did a little bit, alright? Now, Don has some more facts and figures, alright? He could send massive shockwaves. Yeah, we already mentioned the shockwaves.
We know the facts and figures, alright? We've seen it.
He could grow in size, and maybe he could grow even bigger. Maybe he has a hybrid form. We don't know.
What was his hybrid form be? Just a smaller version of his Buddha form?
Sure.
Shout out to Sengoku having one of the most broken, ridiculous fruits. Is there a Jesus fruit?
Who knows?
Is it called Love Train?
That's a spoiler. But, maybe.
Alright. Let's talk shop here, Christian.
Alright, we're not done. We're not done. His strength was able to destroy Mr. Three's candy wall, which is said to be harder than steel.
Meme. Fate.
Okay. All right. So he has all 3 types of haki. I think it ends up with Fuji takes this one.
We're talking
for the
about
fact that he has more of a better. He has better fruit of what we've seen so far. Okay.
thoughts on Old Man Sengoku versus.
He has
Fleet
been
Admiral
retired for 2 years.
Does that matter?
Fujitora, at some point,
He's
became an
never
admiral.
mentioned he's slowing down for Sengoku.
Sure, we can
Much
take
like
that into account.
Real question, right? Let's talk about Fujitora for a second.
Okay.
We always talk about how gravity affects things. Can he throw water beams at?
Sure, I don't see why
Sengoku.
not. But like, you have to be submerged in it, water beam.
Can he just use Raging Tiger on the river in the Thunderdome, catching the water, hitting Sengoku?
The water's an interesting factor, but let's break down the feats first, alright?
Sure.
Because when have you ever seen Sengoku take any damage?
Never.
Never. You've never seen it, alright?
Fuck Jack up, both of them together.
Yeah.
That's not really a feat, because you'd expect them to do so.
Yeah.
What did your gut say? Because my gut says Sengoku, but I can't give you feats. Just because...
Fleet Admiral?
Sure. Although the Raging Tiger... You can't forget.
Well, you
Have we seen Fujitora?
Here's my thing.
What do you think?
Did the 3 admirals have more impact in Marineford than Sengoku did? And do you put the 3 admirals above Sengoku? Some people do, some people don't.
We do have the
We
Old Man
do.
Trio in the back.
The Old Man Trio go in the back. As we've talked about in the top 30 streams before.
Sengoku's always a strange one for me. Because it's like, he's never talked about slowing down.
Old Man...
And he went
well,
white
but
in
you
2
can,
years.
You,
like,
you can talk about Garp, right?
Yeah.
They're the same age. Garp says he's
they're a
lost his
tag team.
power. You know.
Sure.
So, I would give this one to Fujitora. Devil Fruit, Freshness, Admiral Tier, Sengoku, not really that impactful in Marineford, and everyone puts the Admirals above Sengoku. So
Yeah.
we'll give it to Fujitora
Okay.
based off that. All right. Now,
Do we think we'll ever see Sengoku do something? Now,
yeah, last
interesting,
arc, sure.
interesting reading Marineford.
Okay.
I feel like Sengoku is more of a piece of shit in Marineford than he is a good guy. But now he's kind of like a good guy after he's retired. Because I guess he had to be that kind of guy.
You have to be a tough guy, yeah.
Will he be a part of the good man trio of the
Yeah,
good
he
name?
will. He's kind of like that tough but fair type character.
Sure, but he was like kind of like twisting his mustache about the Navy in Marineford.
Well, he wants the Navy to win.
I know, but like he's
part of that team.
now he's just kind of like a
Retired old man.
roasting Sakazuki, which we appreciate.
We appreciate that. All right.
Solid bit from over there.
Moving on to questions. Well, the Sanji questions. Alright. From Salad Boy. Aside from the possibility of Momo and Yamato being able to use dragon powers to keep Onigashima from crashing into the Flower Couple, what are some ways the Alliance could prevent the deaths of many Wano civilians? Do you think Onigashima will be suspended above the Flower Couple so that Kaido's defeat will be put on a display for all to see? Yeah, it's a time limit. It's a way to get...
It's a few things. We'll see what it actually is.
We talked about it on the
talked
show.
about
Yeah.
it.
From Harvested Berry. What is your JoJo MC ranking? And when Part 6 anime comes out, will you do the Fashion God segment, but with stand designs? That's the idea. Best stand design.
Wasn't that
Yeah,
part?
but the
What is that part of?
spoilers-
What is that part of the fashion?
No.
Well, you can't do spoilers, then, I guess. We've got 6 seasons.
Yeah,
to
we'll do
choose
the
from.
but you can't do season 6 spoilers.
I've seen some of 7 and 8. They're fucking weird.
They get crazy, alright?
So,
New Universe ones get crazy.
do you think any of those ones have a shot at taking the cake, or is it just going to be the world again?
Star Platinum.
Although Requiem,
Stop talking about spoilers.
if you haven't seen Part 5,
A lot of people haven't seen it, alright? Now, JoJo MC ranking. Worst to best. Jonathan, standard character. You know.
True.
Probably the worst one. Josuke, because he's so... doesn't talk. You know, strong but silent character. Get some cool stuff later on.
You talking about Jotaro or Josuke?
Jotaro.
You said Josuke.
Both, basically. Right?
Right. Is it Josuke more memey?
Josuke's more memey, he's more lighthearted, but they both don't talk, alright? Josuke, second worst.
Yeah.
I keep saying Jotaro second worst.
Right.
Then probably Josuke. Then Joseph, because he's got a character, alright? And he's, you know, part 3, he's funny, he's cool.
He's alright in part 2 as well.
Part 2, yeah, pretty good.
It's more him bouncing off Caesar. But yeah,
then,
that's what JoJo's about.
Then probably Giorno.
Stay gold, baby. People hate Giorno because they don't understand.
Okay. Then Jolene.
Jolene over Josuke. Over Giorno.
Jolene actually.
You like
Jolene? The point of part 6 is actually Jolene.
Talk to me about part 6 because I hear mixed things. I hear it's not as good as part 5. I hear it's okay.
It's good. Jolene's the best part. We start to run out of stand ideas
and things
to do,
okay.
But the settings.
Should we be hyped for part 6?
Yes.
Always hyped for JoJo.
Always get hyped for JoJo. Jolene, an actual character.
Come out? Who knows?
An actual character. The whole point of the season is for her.
Jolene or Johnny first?
I don't want to say his name because that's a spoiler, I guess. Part 8 and then Johnny. Johnny's the best character. Because he gets character development, he grows, he changes.
Next question.
Good guy.
There you go.
Eventually. There you go. Next question from Japanese Jim. Kid replaces his arm with Kiku's arm using Law's power. That's a meme question.
Yeah, I'll entertain it.
Real question is, Law's crew just completely getting left behind.
Shout out to Law's crew.
Law's crew is a meme.
Pretending like they're going to join the battle.
Fuck off. Law's crew, absolute trash.
Jean Bart.
Get him out of here. Alright? From Mari. Is Kaido casually lifting the island the best physical feat we've seen in the story? It's not a physical feat. It's a Devil Fruit X Factor.
It's like saying Whitebeards is a physical feat. It's not.
It's a Devil Fruit feat. Yeah. Alright?
Although, it's like
it's a mixture.
Mystic Devil Fruit ability because, like, I guess you could say Luffy's physical strength is because of his Devil Fruit, but, you know, it's different.
Well, it's amplifying it.
Yeah.
There's things to be said about that, but, yeah. From Jade. According to King, Shanks is the One Piece equivalent to the living Tribune. Do you agree?
I should be talking about King Lightning.
The Living Tribunal. Do you agree? Yes. I don't know what that is.
Some kind of like justice party.
The Living Tribunal. Like he
dishes out justice.
Doesn't
seem like the kind of.
I assume this is a reference to a show or something.
Or some inside reference to
King's
I don't ability.
Really know what that means, but
King the character never said that, so we assume it's King Lightning.
King Lightning.
Yes.
Yeah. From Barras.
People memeing about the camera angle. It was for the bit at the front of the show.
What?
The camera angle. It's all fucked. There's a lot of behind the scenes to get that stupid bit to work.
It's a great bit. That's too high, alright? You wanted it, now we're filling with the camera just for you, alright?
There we go.
Watch the start of the show. It's worth it, alright? What are we talking? Basara. Do you still expect even more parties to join the war at this point? It's getting less likely.
You have to talk about flying. You have to talk about already there.
There's more barriers to entry.
Yes.
Alright?
Of course, Kizaru could get up there whenever.
Sure, whatever. There's a whole bunch of characters that can get up there. From Waffle D. 3 attempts to go and Kaido is a dragon. Keep up the great work. Shanks is the God King. It's not a question.
All right, people. Chapter 1000 is gonna be good. All right, it's not gonna be the second coming of Christ. It might.
I mean, there's promotion, right?
They always promote it.
Do they? They didn't really promote 900. That was more of a community thing.
Sure.
Chapter 1000 is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the promotion around it will be massive.
From Salty Lollipop, how likely are the chances of Kaido being an actual dragon?
10%, 5%.
It has to be explained.
It's like another thing for Oda to explain in Wano that he hasn't yet. And it's like, you gotta do Ryuma, the rocks, all the poneglyphs.
Yeah.
Does it all fit in? There's a lot of things.
Sure. From Mount Tall, why did none of the Supernovas go after Blackbeard in New World? They are teamed up and went after other Yonko like Shanks, Kaido, and Lilith, but no one went.
No one really. I guess maybe because they fucked up Marco, and that's more proof, recent proof that he's.
I think they want to make their own name in the New World, so taking out the new Emperor isn't really.
Yeah, that's fair.
Isn't really like
a feat.
Because his bounty's only 2 billion.
They want to take out one of the big shots.
They want to take out one of the old generation, one of the big shots.
Sure.
Yeah, Blackbeard's still gathering and growing.
What is Blackbeard's reputation around the sea? Because we don't really hear about it.
No, you don't. They just ignore him, basically. From Chris D. So why didn't Zoro do that the first time? Because he had to get serious, had to get mad, had to get angry.
Drake was distracting him.
Yeah. As Sanji falling for the same damsel distress over and over again, as long as he gets an epic moment after this, it won't. It'll be washed all away.
It shouldn't be related, as we talked about.
Yeah, but I don't see how he could do that when Black Maria is a woman. And he can't hit her. How does this see?
Well, he'll get memed harder.
How do you think Sanji is going to be redeemed?
He'll get memed harder, get saved,
and then do something hype. Then do something hype. Yeah. All right. From Tom, do you think the reason for moving Onigashima to the capital is that Luffy can take, so that Luffy takes out the bad guy in front of the common folk like all the other arcs? Yeah, probably.
Something like that.
Yeah. From Tristan, is Yamato making the top 30 this year? But it's possible.
It is possible.
It's very possible.
Need to see a little bit more, but that fucking Haki beam taking out that number. Impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. Alright. From Lift Servers Dodie. Will Kaido open up Wano with Onigashima, meaning that the island hit the flower capital, it'll open up Wano? If Onigashima...
It's like a key or whatever.
It's like I don't know.
That's weird.
It's weird.
It'd have to be like the dragon.
I think it's like the flower capital is destroyed, therefore destroying the symbol of Wano or whatever. And then they get to build a new and open up Wano.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for a more of a physical thing. But, yeah, probably. If theoretically, thematically, yeah, that could work. From Mari, don't think much has changed for the top 30 ways this year. As a suggestion, how about a top 30 of all time list?
Yeah, I think there's significant change.
Significant? Really?
Lots of new characters.
Who's realistically getting in there?
Well, Yamato, Luffy might move up.
The list, yeah. The numbers.
Kaido.
The numbers.
Not the
numbers, the ranking, the number rankings will change.
Yeah, maybe even, I don't know. No, probably not the flights.
Probably gonna go crazy with Zoro.
Maybe Jack might come off, who knows?
Sanji Zoro.
Inuarashi.
Sanji Zoro.
Sanji Zoro, maybe.
Sure. We'll talk about it.
So there's possibilities.
From Left Jab. Alright, boys, favourite and least favourite Straw Hat. Favourite Straw Hat, you gotta go that Monkey.
Yep.
Least favourite, you gotta go Chopper. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, what doesn't do anything?
Yeah.
That's how it is. Alright. From Ami.
Shout out to the Zoro Chopper secret relationship coming out this week.
The big brother. Yeah. Appreciate it. Swiss Chopper would do something, you know?
Well, he's doing something.
From Amin. Kid Delfruit is a disappointment. And Apoo is also disappointing. It has so much potential, but Oda doesn't really do anything with it. What do you think about that?
Apoo was never cool to me. I don't understand the appeal of
Kid is only cool because Magneto exists.
and the possibility around that.
Yeah.
To be fair, Odo's done one thing with kids, so maybe he gets more
There'll be more.
adventurous when he fights Kaido.
I feel like there'll be more. Alright, from Heavy. So it's probably that Black Maria has a spider type devil fruit. What do you got? Would you like that? What would you have chosen?
I hope he doesn't do the half spider body, half
Female
cliche thing.
The centaur spider.
Kind of annoying. It's alright. Whatever. I'm not really fussed about it. You'd assume it'd be a dinosaur.
You would assume it's a dinosaur or an ancient creature. It doesn't have to be. It just has to be a Zoan. Kind of ruin the theme, you know? Kind of ruin it. But that opens up other people's devil fruits. You know, Sasuke, Who's Who. Spider's a possibility, but I think she's already a massive character. So I don't know what a zone transformation. What would be the best thing? Because a saber-tooth tiger would imply speed, nimbleness, quickness. That kind of ruins
so would a
that.
spider though.
Yeah, but you got the legs and the.
Yeah, I think a spider would work. I'm not sure that it is though.
Work.
I think it's gonna be a different dinosaur.
Velociraptor.
Nah, it'll be something massive.
But it's a female. It's a female character.
But, change it up. You already got Ulti who's fast.
Yeah, but Ulti's the headbutt. And you'll have because you got to think about the design of the hybrid, which is the long legs, the long limbs, the thinness.
Could be a meme.
Could be a meme. That's also a possibility. So lots of possibilities still on the table. Lots of dinosaurs still on the table. Right?
Maybe she gets ugly in her Zoro form, and then Sanji can fight her.
It's craziness, right?
We'll Oda go for it.
We'll Oda go for it. And who knows? And then she transforms back into her normal form, and Sanji can't fight her.
Bon Clay situation.
It wasn't because he was ugly. Because it was Nami.
I mean, keeps on transforming into Nami in this back and forth situation.
Well, from Corvo Q, oh yeah, Kaido Yamato Dragons trade is full swinging, baby. Are you guys on board? Need tickets? Question mark. No.
Why are people so excited about it?
Because they got the W.
Well, it's not yet. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, it needs to be explained.
All right.
You know.
Second question: does Marco stay and help Chopper fly Zoro up to the roof, or both?
We didn't really talk about that. What's Marco gonna do?
Well, I said fight King.
And then throw Zoro up there, or
defeat King, and then defeat King. That's a hard thing to do, but
or they fly up there together, they get separated, and Marco kicks Zoro up there, and then fights King or whatever.
Maybe, but I really do think Zoro's gonna fight Queen and Marco's gonna fight King. But yeah.
Okay.
From Gervo, can we see some Sanji growth with Black Maria in contrast to what happened with Khalifa?
No, you cannot have it.
It would be a miracle if that happens.
Very likely.
A straight miracle if that happens. So, we'll see, dude. But,
yes.
Sid's... Also, will he switch Black Maria to his side? He's done it in Dressrosa, he's done it in Whole Cake Gold. Switch the female antagonist.
You'd expect her to be a stronger character than that. And she's kind of the leader of the Pleasant District.
And she hangs out with Kaido, laughing,
she wouldn't really
drinking.
be seduced.
I don't think Black Maria's having a bad time in the Flying Six. She has a high position, a respected position.
Sure. It should be... You'd assume resistant against Sanji's charm.
Maybe, but... I wouldn't like it. But there you go. From Dimmy. Why does Oda hate Sanji? It's a great question.
It's a total question.
Right? From Bardock. Will Oda fail to use the opportunity to give Sanji character growth? Again, a miracle. Straight miracle if this happens.
Yes.
Alright? From Armin. While your opinions on Zoro having stronger Armin Haki than Supernova, does he already have Rio? Yes, we know he has Rio.
Yes.
Sure, why not? You got trained by Mihawk. Who did Apoo get trained by?
A pig.
some fucking boars that chase him off a cliff. I don't know, dude. Yeah, it's fine. Zoro's a supernova. I don't know why that's...
Oh, it's the whole captain of the ship power, but, you know, it doesn't matter.
Whatever, dude. From MBDD. Why doesn't Sanji care at all about Kaido and Orochi starving a... So, you know...
It's a women thing.
Sanji gets distracted.
You know, it's the same argument, like, focus up, you gotta save Robin. Stop fucking around with Khalifa and, you know, get the job done to get the key.
Yes.
Such is Sanji.
Such is Sanji, alright? From Jordan Lee. It is a sin to go to the dark side and become a Zoro fan. Fanboy after being a big Sanji fan as Cole for over 10 years. Does this define me as a scumbag person?
It's not a sin. You could like whoever you like. If you don't like Sanji anymore, that's your prerogative. He'll do something cool though.
The fall before he rises.
Yes.
Right.
He's been falling a lot though.
He's gonna get that W. Yeah. He's gonna get that W, right? This arc cut in without Sanji.
Much like Kaido, we're like, he needs a W. He got the W's.
Sanji could not leave this arc without W, right? And saving Momonosuke really is like not big enough.
Yeah.
Right? He needs a big fight. Needs to defeat a commander or something. Needs to do something, right?
He needs to defeat someone. Sure.
From Red Robin Podcast. Oda likes putting characters in situations that they have been in before. This is just similar to Khalifa's situation. So what direction do you guys think Oda will take this time? Get saved or saves himself somehow, but he's not going to fight them. Unless massive character growth from Whole Cake Island.
Sure.
Alright. From Mont. What does this tell about Zoro's character that the fact that he got Apoo in the same way for which he was telling off Gukimaru in Act 2? So like Apoo was distracted, Zoro struck.
Zoro's never been one for rules anyway. He's not really...
And like Apoo was doing it in a despicable situation. There's no more time to fuck around with honorable fights.
Yeah, Zoro's never been an honorable... He's always... It's weird, because we said Zoro wouldn't really respect... We're on the fence about him, like, giving up Sushui. Remember that? Because he's like...
Doesn't really care.
Doesn't really give a fuck about sacred things or the samurai code, really.
Yeah.
But he kind of respects swordsmanship.
Yeah.
So...
Maybe because he's not a swordsman, so he doesn't care. Alright.
He's not a samurai.
From Dart, what has been your favorite headliner design? Which one has been your least favorite? Headliner design?
The giraffe cunt was a pretty good meme.
Giraffe. Guy. The chicken was good. What about Batman?
No.
Alright.
I don't know. They're all pretty memey. They're designed to be memes.
The snake one,
Poker was okay.
Poker's pretty good.
Yeah.
Salter's pretty good. The worst one is the hippo one. Which one's that? Can't remember his name. The hippo guy.
The jailer or whatever.
Yeah. What a terrible existence.
Terrible existence.
Alright.
Sad times for that man.
Alright. And that's the last question for the show. Shout outs.
Pilot show next week. We'll talk about Berserk.
We'll talk about Berserk next week. It's crazy, alright?
Will I come at it from a genuine place? Who knows?
Eric, you gotta open your mind. Alright? You gotta experience the situation, alright?
Quote unquote nitpick.
And will I appear as Guts next week? We have the technology.
Can we get the soundboard going?
We will get the soundboard going. Alright. Shanks is God King.
Good night.
Good night.